I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. A Pine Bush teenager was killed over the weekend in a snowmobiling accident. State police say it happened at around 3 Saturday afternoon in a field off Sensabaugh Road in the town of Shawangunk. According to police, 16-year-old Alexander Blazeski lost control of the snowmobile he was riding, and it slammed into a tree. Friends called 911 and an ambulance arrived, but Blazeski was pronounced dead after being rushed to Orange Regional Medical Center. Parking spots were in short supply Saturday at Best Western Hunt's Landing in Westfall, Pennsylvania, where hundreds of gun enthusiasts waited in line to check out what was available at the Matamoros Gun and Knife Show. And those who came made no secret of their feelings. They believe their Second Amendment gun rights are under attack following the passage of New York State's gun control law in response to the Newtown school shootings. J.R. Cruz of Port Jervis and his friend Alberto Moraza of Dingman's Ferry, PA, were not shy in expressing their opinions. They called the recent gun legislation a knee-jerk reaction.
I think what's being threatened is our rights as individuals, our rights to have the ability to choose, to make our own choices. I don't fault the government for trying to rectify a situation, but when you go so far to the extreme where you're actually dictating to me and taking away my choices, I have a problem with that. And I think that is why you see the turnout that you have here. People start stockpiling.
A gun dealer at the weekend show called the gun control movement typical liberal hysteria, saying the recent violence is a mental health issue and not a gun issue. 2 people were seriously hurt in a pedestrian motor vehicle accident Saturday night in Port Jervis. Police say 2 people, a 36-year-old woman and a 45-year-old man, were hit by a vehicle as they attempted to cross East Main Street near the intersection with Elizabeth Street shortly after 8 p.m. Saturday. The victims, who had not been identified by police, were airlifted to Westchester Medical Center with undisclosed injuries. No charges had been filed against the driver of the vehicle, a 59-year-old woman, pending the conclusion of the investigation. East Main Street was shut down and traffic detoured for about an hour and a half. It was a dangerous situation that could have ended tragically, but didn't, thanks to a couple of state police officers and firefighters with the Pocatello Fire Company. They responded to a 911 call of youngsters who had fallen through the ice on a pond along Webb Road in the town of Wallkill Saturday afternoon. The children ranged in age from 9 to 12. 2 of them safely swam to shore. The other 3 were found huddled in waist-high water in the middle of the pond. Using a rope, troopers Joseph Kolick and Chris Williams, along with an unidentified fireman, were able to reach the children and pull them to safety. Kids were treated for exposure at Orange Regional Medical Center, but were otherwise okay. Police in the city of Kingston are hoping someone will contact them with information about a shooting early Saturday morning in the Clinton Avenue neighborhood. Investigators say a 40-year-old Hispanic male was found in that area with a bullet wound to the shoulder. He was taken to Albany Medical Center. Anyone with information is asked to call Kingston Police at 331-1671. All calls will be kept confidential. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is more than a federal holiday. It's been also designated as a national day of service. And more than 75 people honored the King legacy through volunteer work for Habitat for Humanity in the city of Newburgh today, at the site of Habitat's Phase 3 of their East Parmenter Street neighborhood development project. Volunteers, including students from the Storm King School and AmeriCorps, insulated 5 homes that, when completed, will become a part of the 24-home East Parmenter Renaissance. And Habitat officials say they have no doubt that Dr. King would approve of this nonviolent, positive response to Newburgh crime.
We have to be mindful that, particularly in this community where we just recently were named as the 9th most dangerous place to live, that what Habitat Newburgh does in terms of building homes is a nonviolent response to that, and that it makes a sustainable difference in moving that. And also what happens when we have all these different types of people that volunteer, that the barriers that so often separate us, and we often spend a lot of energy trying to melt those barriers away, actually go away naturally when we build together. As part of today's 27th annual MLK Day of Service, more than 400 Habitat for Humanity AmeriCorps members and 100 Habitat affiliates joined together to volunteer across the country.
And it started as an idea to help the victims of Hurricane Sandy. The group, Hurricane Relief Angels, was created through Facebook and attracted about 1,500 members. Sunday, many of them came together to take part in a fundraising event at Anthony's Pier 9 in New Windsor. The 6 hours of entertainment included a concert with several individual musicians and groups, as well as raffles and food. Donations will be given to various organizations that have continued to provide help to the many victims of Sandy. Cold temperatures will dominate our weather this week after the light snow tonight. Tuesday will be partly cloudy and cold with temperatures reaching the mid-20s. Wednesday will be even colder with the highs only around 20 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. Get the news and weather information you need when you need it right here at Record Online, and get caught up on all that is happening by reading tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.